Hello guys, how is everyone doing? It's Professional here, and today I have another top 5 video for you guys. This is a very unique one that I thought of recently. I was doing a mission not too long ago, and I said to myself, this mission is really stressful. I then thought, what would be the top 5 most stressful missions in GTA Online? Now, stressful does not equal hard. Some associate the two together, but they're different. You are going to see that on this list, I have some missions that are actually pretty easy. They're not difficult, but they are stressful. Don't get me wrong, a mission can be both hard and stressful, but it can also be hard and not stressful. I don't mind challenges either. I don't mind if a mission is hard, but some missions, they just have such poor design. How am I going to determine which missions are stressful? This is the scale that I will be using to determine the stress in these missions. Objectives required. How hard or complicated are they? The risk involved. What happens if you fail in this mission? And the failure rate. How often are these missions failed? When you look at some of these missions, you're going to say, yeah, this mission is way too stressful. I don't consider these missions fun either. Most of these missions I don't like. I only consider one mission on this list that I actually like, but even that mission is still stressful. Now, enough of me talking, let's get started. Starting off at number 5 is Docks to Stock, which I consider the worst contact mission in the game. This mission even has a 57% rating, showing how much people hate this mission. I almost never see anyone pick this mission either, and it's for a good reason. It's one of the worst mission designs I have ever seen. What makes this mission so stressful is that you have to steal a cargo bob, but even if you own one and you spawn it, the game won't let you progress. Instead, you have to steal a cargo bob. So here you guys see, I'm using my cargo bob to go all the way to Fort Zancudo to steal another cargo bob. How does that make any sense? But it gets even worse, because if you don't have the Fort Zancudo hangar, you get a 4-star wanted level, which is very hard to lose with the cargo bob. The enemy helicopters catch up to you very fast, and they will shoot and damage your cargo bob, which could ruin the mission. If you do manage to somehow lose them, you have to take the cargo bob all the way across the map to the LS docks, and you have to land and clear out all of Merryweather. There's also a glitch with this mission. If you start shooting at Merryweather before you hit the yellow marker, you will automatically get your wanted level back, having to lose all those cops all over again. So basically, you have to get really close to Merryweather and then fire. Once you clear them out, it gets even worse. You have to use this crane vehicle to pick up the crate and take it out because it's under the bridge, making it very hard to pick up with the cargo bob. However, this vehicle has the worst armor ever. If it just scrapes against the wall, it will get destroyed. There's even a glitch me and my friend were encountering where we couldn't pick up the crate. I mean, really? After all that work, the thing won't even pick up the crate. We kept going back and forth trying to pick it up, and guess what happened? The engine died because the vehicle scraped the crate too much and it failed. Then we had to restart all over again. On the second attempt, the vehicle was glitched again. I tried to use the up and atomizer to push the crate out of the way, but it wouldn't move. I then did a crazy thing and I took the cargo bob, I flew it underneath this small opening, and I picked up the crate, barely getting it out. Then you gotta fly back to Lester's warehouse and drop it. What makes this mission so stressful is all the objectives you have to go through and how complicated it is for a simple contact mission. If your helicopter gets shot down by the cops, it's a fail. If the crane gets stuck, it's a fail. If you unhook the crate and it falls, it's most likely a fail as well. And if you fail, you have to start all over again. Having to do this mission a second time would drive people mad, and they get so stressed out, they're worried about failing, they don't want to start the mission all over again. Fortunately, you can completely avoid this mission. It's just a contact mission, so it's not really a requirement for anything. You play this once or don't even play it. You never have to play it again. You can completely skip it, which is why it's number 5. And also, for all of that work that I did there, we only got 17 grand. So don't play this mission. It's just a terrible mission, and I don't even think it's fun. It's just annoying and it's stressful. At number 4, we have the Dune FAV sale for the bunker. This mission is a perfect example of why stressful does not equal hard. This mission isn't hard if you think about it. The Dune FAVs, they have decent speed, and they're good up hills and good off-road. You make 5 drops of each one, and you're done. However, though, even though it's not hard, it is stressful. What makes it stressful is the fact that you need 4 people for this mission, and it's random, so you don't know what kind of mission you're going to get when you sell the bunker. If you're selling the bunker, you're going to eventually get this mission. It's unavoidable, and you need 3 other people for it. Not everyone has 3 other people they can invite, and chances are they're going to invite randoms, and it's even riskier to sell it with randoms. If you're selling a large bunker shipment, you will have 4 vehicles, and the drops are very far from each other. You only have 15 minutes to make all the drops, which I don't understand the reasoning for this. You get 30 minutes for a resupply mission, but only 15 for a sale? I tried to do it with 3 people to see if it was doable, and I guess it is if you get lucky and your drops are closer to each other, but I had to abandon my Dune FAV on the 3rd drop to go back for the other one. My friend got it, and I went back for the last one. I tried so hard, and I wasn't able to make it in time. I lost 2 drops. If you do this mission from a terrible bunker location like Paleto Bay, even if you have 4 people, it's still stressful because you gotta drive all the way across the map and make 5 separate drops far from each other in 15 minutes. And the drops, they're not marked by your GPS, so you gotta go in the map and you gotta mark each drop individually. But this mission gets even worse because you're extremely exposed on this mission, even more than on other bunker sale missions. While the Dune FAV can take a few explosions, if you get hit by one explosion, you're dead. Because there's no doors, if some griefer locks onto you with a missile and hits you, you're gonna die, and you're gonna spawn a few blocks away, having to run to it where they destroy it. The post-op mission is harder than the Dune FAV mission because you have to drive these slow vans across the map, and you have to make 5 drops in each one, getting out, and you're very vulnerable when you make each drop. But the post-op, even though it's harder, it's not stressful because you have 30 minutes to do it. You have plenty of time. You can take your time. You don't even need 4 people. You can do it with 3 people, and also you can even do it with 2 people. You know, you can go back, you got plenty of time, you got 30 minutes. But the Dune FAV, even if you have 3 people and you're rushing back to go for the last Dune, you're probably not going to make it in time. You're probably going to miss either 1 or 2 drops. And it's so stressful because you feel like the time is constantly going down. You feel like you're not going to make it in time, and you feel like you're going to lose money from your bunker.
Made part of the sales, get part of the payment. Now, if they could only fight part of their war.
Next at number 3, we have the Pacific Standard Finale. This is the one exception I will make on this list for being a fun mission. I consider this mission fun when everyone knows what they are doing, but when you have at least one person who doesn't, this mission becomes very stressful, and I consider it the most stressful heist finale, even more than the Act 3 finale. The reason it's more stressful than Act 3 is because on this heist, you almost always have someone constantly dying, even if you're playing with your friends. If you fail on Act 3, sure, it's annoying and you have to fight your way through the enemies again, but you still get the same amount of money. However, on Pacific Standard, how much you fail lowers your cut every time. It doesn't even have to be you who failed. Someone can constantly fail, and it will lower everyone's cuts. This will happen when you get to the bikes. Before you get to the bikes, you will still spawn with the majority of your money, but if someone carrying the money messes up, and you get to the bikes, every time they got shot, that will be the new cut everyone will get. And when people get to the bikes, it's even worse. What makes the mission worse is that people are constantly crashing and dying on the bikes, and every time you restart with less money than the previous attempt. It shouldn't be that hard to drive the bikes to Raton Canyon, but someone is always messing up. Out of all the heist finales I have played, I have seen this heist failed the most. Even if you don't want to use the bike, you can take a car, which is safer. I do that a lot with my teammates, but some people don't listen. I was doing this heist a few weeks ago with randoms. This one guy kept insisting, "Let's take a helicopter," and I said, "No, don't go there, just get into a car and follow us." He refused to do so, and he got killed by the cops looking for a helicopter. We already lost $200,000, and I was really close to the end. I had another random in my car, but he was listening to me, and this shows you rank doesn't matter, because the random that was listening to me, he was a very low rank, but the other guy was a much higher rank. He failed when we were so close, and I was like, come on, dude. I had a lot of people fail in this heist. This mission becomes so stressful, because you're constantly worrying about someone else messing up. You actually become more worried about another person dying than yourself. And every time you fail, you lose more money. You want to get the max cut, but oftentimes you can't. You will be lucky if you don't even go under $1 million due to people dying. Even if you get to the drop, you're worried that someone else won't, and then they fail and you have to restart all over again at the bikes. What makes it even worse is that when the money falls below a certain limit, you feel like you wasted your time doing this heist, and people leave the heist a lot of times because they don't feel like it's worth finishing anymore, and I don't blame them. Look, I get it, people fail, it happens, we're not perfect. I have died also on this heist, but some people fail not once, but constantly. It makes it so frustrating and stressful when you're losing all that money because of something out of your control. For some people, they may complete this mission on their first attempt, but for other people, if you have at least one person failing on this mission, it becomes the most stressful heist mission in my opinion. At number 2, we have the Paleto Bay nightclub sale. This sale is pretty common, and it involves you driving your nightclub vehicle all the way to Paleto Bay, which is very far, regardless of the nightclub location that you have. Here, take a look at this. I have to drive 6 miles to get to it. Even if you activate Ghost Organization, you won't make it to Paleto Bay in time. Your Ghost Organization is going to expire, and you're going to be driving on this highway, very exposed to other players. Even if you sell it in a solo public lobby, once you get to Paleto Bay, you have to enter a cargo bob, and then pick up the vehicle, which for me was a mule. It's very difficult for the cargo bob to hold onto the mule, and you can see here, it keeps dragging my helicopter down. You have to hold the ascend button to keep going higher, but it's hard to transport this thing without it sinking your helicopter. Not only are you very exposed during this, but when you have to take the cargo bob to the barge, it's across in the water, and when you fly over, you get very scared your helicopter is going to sink in the water. One mistake, and all your cargo is gone. What is even worse is that it's hard to drop the truck on the barge. You get a really nervous feeling that if you don't drop it right, it will fall in the water and you will lose everything. I like to swing it back and forth and then towards the barge. One of my friends, Saucer Cats here, had an unfortunate accident. I will link his channel down below. Thank you for letting me use this footage, Saucer. But he had an accident here where the vehicle bounced off the barge and fell into the water. He lost everything, all of his cargo. Even though this mission is stressful, the one good thing about it is that you can do it completely solo. You don't need anyone else, and it's only one vehicle. But still, you make one mistake on this mission and everything's gone, all of your cargo. Before I unveil the #1 most stressful mission in the game, I wanted to make a few special mentions. These don't really need introductions. And at #1, the most stressful mission in GTA Online is the CEO Titan Large Crate Sale. If you have done crates, you know exactly what I'm talking about on this mission. Where do I start with this mission? This mission has several variants, but I was lucky here and I got an easier one where I was helping my friend sell his warehouse. The reason this mission becomes the most stressful is because you're flying this large Titan plane that is very exposed. You have no real way to defend yourself. You have to make 10 drops all over the map, and they can be pretty far from each other, but it gets even worse. On this mission, there's one variant where you have to fly really low or you get cops, and after you get cops, they are very hard to escape. You can call Lester once, but after that, you will have to escape. Flying low gives you a greater risk of being shot down by other players, but also of crashing into something. The worst variant of this mission has enemy buzzards spawn at some drops. They spawn and go after you right away, and they catch up to the Titan easily, constantly damaging it until its engine dies and it crashes. You can't escape them, nor can you defend yourself. You need somebody to shoot them down for you. There's also Valkyrie helicopters that spawn, which have auto-aim on the miniguns, damaging your Titan, and they even have auto-aim on the explosive gun on the front of it. A few shots and your Titan is destroyed. This mission takes the #1 spot because all of the nonsense that you have to avoid, how much you're worried about your Titan getting destroyed, and it also has the greatest risk out of all the missions. On this mission, if you get your Titan destroyed, you lose all of your crates. And if it's a full warehouse with 111 crates, that will be gone. That takes around 5 to 6 hours of real time to collect. And if you fail, all of that time will be wasted. You will lose 6 hours of time in a matter of seconds. There's no mission in this game that stresses me out more than this. I'm not worried about losing the money. What I'm worried about the most is having my time wasted. If you got your cargo destroyed, you would feel like all of that time collecting crates was for absolutely nothing. But I'm not done here. This mission also has a glitch that is very common and annoying, where your crates won't drop properly. If you get this glitch, it's impossible to finish this mission. The only way to do so would be to close your application, but even then, you still lose 3 crates. And this glitch, it's completely out of your control. There's nothing you can do about it. My friend lost 42 crates once because he did not know that you could close your application. This mission has the greatest risk, and there's so much stuff that you have to watch out for. I'm so stressed out about this mission that I don't even want to be the one flying the Titan. I always tell people I will cover them. And that is that for my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know down below. Are there any other missions that I missed? Let me know, and if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, and if you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.